Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm going to be doing the second half of my What Solds, which will be for last weekend, Friday through Sunday, September 13th through the 15th, and it was a really good weekend. A lot of sales on eBay, and but it was a lot of bread and butter also. I had a couple of really nice sales. I had a few multi orders. One buyer bought several things. So that always works out great. But again, a lot of it was old stuff. Robert has been doing an amazing job at getting the old stuff moving. I need to do a count because I started really focusing in on my old stuff last year in September, and I wrote a number down. I think I have it upstairs on how many items I had listed that were listed before January of last year, 2023. And I'd like to figure out where I am now. So maybe I'll do that in a soon video. But first thing I want to talk about is we're going on vacation again. Yay. And we're going to be going to Florida. It's going to be we're going to leave the Friday. Let me go look at my calendar. It's the first Friday in October. Cool. All right, so yeah, we're going to be leaving here October 4th. Our plans at this point, which are subject to change, is we're going to leave here. We're going to go to Jacksonville, Florida that day, drive there, find a place to stay, and we're going to go to the bins. Robert says the bins are in Jacksonville, so we're going to go to the bins on Saturday. But Sunday's up in the air. We want to just kind of relax. Take, the rest of Saturday and all Sunday just to go maybe do some sightseeing, go see some springs. Not really wanting to go to any parks. I'm not a crowd person. So, but the plan is at some point to get closer to Orlando, because my friend Elizabeth, Lizzie Faye Loves Books, used to do the live show with me many years ago when we first started. We're going to go down and meet up with her and go to a flea market that's only open on Mondays. I don't remember the name of it. And then either Monday evening, Tuesday, I'm going to be heading to Palm Beach area to visit my friend Shannon, and she's going to take me to all of her favorite places over the few days and teach me more about clothes too, because she finds amazing clothes, and like I keep saying, that is my weakness. We buy a lot of jeans because we don't know a lot of the other stuff, and especially the higher end stuff, because I live in rural Tennessee. You can source what you find in the areas that you live. So, and then I'm not sure how long we're going to stay there. But then I think we may leave there and, I don't know, go somewhere just for some more us time and then head home. So that's the plans. If you've got any ideas of stuff that we can do in that area, that doesn't involve 6 billion other people, let us know down in the comments of the video. If you've got any favorite thrifts in that area, let me know also, because, it's going to be a sourcing trip for us, but we also want to just kind of enjoy, a little bit of a break from work. Yeah, I love what I do, so calling this work sometimes, it's a lot of work. I put in long hours, but I love what I'm doing, so I always have. 25 years doing this. I have always loved this job. All right, let's get to my sales. I had one sale on Etsy, nothing on Mercari or Poshmark. It picked up on Poshmark after this weekend. I've had quite a few sales on Poshmark, but Mercari is dead again. Just absolutely not doing very well on there, but I keep plodding along with at least getting stuff cross-listed over there. Not as much as I thought I would. How about that? But on Etsy, I sold this Fisher-Price Loving Family twin set from 1998 for $24.95. And then eBay. If you're new to my channel, I don't do free shipping on any of my platforms. So when I say something sold for $9.95, the buyer also has paid shipping. Somebody asked in a comment on my previous video that just was released, if that includes fees. And yeah, the fees haven't been taken out. This is just my gross, what I sold. You know, I have the typical eBay fees from every sale that we make. And a lot of my stuff does sell on promoted. How I have my promoted setup is it's trending or whatever the new term is, but I max it at 8%. So I'll never pay more than 8% promotion fees. But a lot of my stuff does sell. I haven't checked recently, but on average it was like maybe 65-70% of my items sell under the promoted listing, you know, fee structure. But this is a Fisher-Price Little People trailer from 1994. This went with some of the Chunky farm sets, and it sold for $9.95. Fry men's leather sneakers sold for $21. All right, Lauer mini doll mermaids from Just Play. These are some of the smaller ones. You can't really add water to them, but they are squishy. These two sold for $9. All right, this was one of those orders where somebody ordered 3 things. Two of these were Mighty Star Polar Puff glitter bears. Both of them were from the private pick estate sale where we were able to go to a house. We showed a picture of, there were plush hanging from the ceilings. There was just so packed. The estate sale company that was handling it had moved a lot of it to a warehouse, which is how I met them, and I filled up several carts full of plush, and then they let me go to the house because it was still packed with stuff, and I was able to pick a whole bunch more. So those 2 bears were from that estate sale. One sold for $19.95, the other for $24.95, and then there was a First and Main Oodles bear that had been listed for a really long time, and it was in that lot also. So the 3 bears sold for $53.85. Lots of jeans are selling, y'all, and I know for a fact it is because we fixed our shipping so that Ground Advantage is first. So the cheaper shipping is first. And I'm selling tons. All right, these were American Eagle women's jeans, $22.21. A viewer sale. Actually, Sherry bought stuff one day and then we shipped, and then she bought some more over the weekend. So there's several screens here. So I appreciate all of your support, Sherry. Sherry bought this Dandy, Chimpanzee, and Sock Monkey lot for $29.61. Also bought Eeyore for $8.96. And then the Disney Parks Dumbo that I showed in a recent haul video for $8.96. And then over the weekend, she also picked up these 3 plush for a total of $31.36. So thanks again, Sherry. All right. Some of the peanut stuff is starting to move. This is the Doghouse Lunchbox from 2000, sold for $11.66. SeaWorld Orca Hand Puppet sold for $8. Again, it was one of those offers Robert sent out, making the old stuff gone. This is Green Toys vehicle lot. I used to do really well with them, and I picked them up anytime I found them. They just don't sell very well for me anymore, so it's going to be one of those things. I won't pick these up anymore. These took forever to sell, and they sold for $8.05. Build-A-Bear in medical scrubs. This one sold for $24.95. Very cute outfit. Beverly Hills Teddy Bear Company Green Frog plush sold for $19.76. Stitch Star women's denim jeans sold for $14. Wrangler regular fit men's jeans sold for $11.89. Tupperware shape ball sets. I had found a bag of these where I just accumulated them and was putting them in bags. I ended up making, I want to say, 4 sets. This is the second or third, maybe. This might be the second one that has sold. It's just replacement blocks, and this sold for $13.45. Anytime I find them in the bins, I grab them. These are Judy Blue women's distressed jeans, sold for $18. BKE men's Jake jeans sold for $26.71. Build-A-Bear again. Let me see the date. Yep, these were from the yard sale this summer where I picked up 2 large, like, office-size banker boxes full of Build-A-Bear clothes. I made small lots out of them, and this one sold for $8. Fisher-Price Loving Family Dad sold for $8.05. Russ Soft Classic Bear sold for $8.05. Lots of bread and butter, but y'all, it all adds up for us. This again was another really old listing. I'm doing the Just Say No to Bears with few exceptions, but it's gone. Kid Book Talking Bear plush sold for $15.25. Dandy International Smile Face animated soldier plush sold for $15. This is a Unita bunny plush. It talks. Let me see in my notes. It works. The box had some issues, but it finally sold for $25, but it was listed about 1.5 years. Just Say No to these. This again was another one of those that took forever to sell. Finally though, $8.05. We picked this up this summer at a yard sale. It is Fortnite Halloween costume. It ended up having an adult size mask and then a smaller size mask. I just decided to keep it all together, and it sold for $22.45. I want to say we paid like $3 for it all. Duplos. A lot of times at bins, if I see a bunch of them all together, I'm going to grab them all up, and then I make lots like this. It's just kind of pieces and parts, and it sold for $39.95. All right, here's another one of those multi-quantity orders. Y'all, I was so happy that these are gone, and I'm not planning on picking them up anymore. These are Vermont teddy bears. They just do not sell very well. They are heavy. They are stiff, so you can't just put them in a poly bag. You have to box them, which makes them even heavier. All of these did have outfits on them. If I find them again, I'll probably, donate the bears and sell the clothes. But I ended up taking best offers of $10 each for these bears just to make them gone. I think that's it. I think I don't have any more. So this person bought these 3 bears, but he also ended up buying this Walmart white cat plush for $11. Build-A-Bear again. Again, these are from that lot of Build-A-Bear stuff I picked up this summer, and this small lot sold for $11. Baltzgraf Pottery Villa Luna dinner plates. RJ's grandma gave me a pile of these, a set of these dishes that I just went ahead and made into small lots. The 2 plates sold for $13.72. Culver's Restaurant Curtis plush. Y'all know me. I love the advertising plush. This one sold for $13.45. I think Kathy is a viewer, so I'm just going to go ahead and thank her for this. Kathy bought these Levi's 529 curvy bootcut jeans for $17.71. Oster food processor. This is a replacement part, y'all. We haven't found a whole lot of stuff this summer. You know, there for a while we were picking up quite a bit of the older appliances and then parting them out, but this summer has just not been a whole lot. But this one blade that goes to the food processor sold for $11.66. Now this was in the small box of stuff that we picked up at the same time I bought the 5 Snoopy. So I've sold quite a few things from that box. We paid $10. And then this Disney Parks Figment plush sold for $11.66. I think this was Robert picked this up, but y'all, look at the title and look at the picture. What do you see that's wrong? Wrong. Just getting into a listing mentality and wasn't even paying attention to the pictures. I wrote Mickey and Minnie Mouse spoon and fork set, but it's 2 spoons. I did send a message to the buyer. You know, the pictures are what people really look at. We all know that. But I still sent her a message and she still wanted these. There was no issue. But I've got to pay attention to my pictures and not just what I've already previously typed, because, you know, it's spoon, fork, you know, wasn't even looking. But it was a nice sell, $26.95. Applause, Reptar, the dinosaur. I want to say this was in one of the red, white, and blue bags. I was hoping it was going to sell for a lot more. There was a time when it did, but it just sold. Well, not just, because it's a really good sell still. This is from 1997 and it sold for $24. Shiny Bright Christmas ornaments. I bought a huge tote of a lot of it was loose Christmas ornaments. I paid $5 for all of them. It took me a while to go through them, and then I ended up just donating a bunch that were just plain glass ornaments. No, too much of a project, but I did end up splitting into small lots, anything that I thought was unique. These are Shiny Bright and they sold for $18, but again, it took almost a year to sell. Tonka GoBots. It says thruster 1, some kind of vehicle. It was missing the top, missing pieces. I showed a video of it, at least it's working. And it finally sold. It took about 3 months. It was off my profit piles. It took me forever to get it listed, but I'm glad I did. $36.63. Thai Pluffies. I love picking them up, but a lot of them are bread and butter. This is a teddy bear holding a little ribbon, sold for $8.96. Another bread and butter. This is Magic Chef Coin Bank, sold for $8.96. American Eagle Shorty Shorts, sold for $11. Fisher-Price Hideaway Hollow. I want to say I picked all this up at the bins. I knew they were Fisher-Price. I didn't realize at the time that I picked them up that they had redone the Hideaway Hollows, because it used to be these little rabbits. Was it rabbits? Yeah, I think so. But this was a Sweet Streets Hideaway Hollow set, and they sold for $25. Animal Adventure Blue Rabbit sold for $9. And then my best sell of the weekend was this Douglas Shadow Cat plush. I'm thinking this was from our trip to Connecticut. And this cat was from 2019 and it sold for $60. Like I said, a lot of bread and butter, a lot of clothes, and, you know, plush, always plush. All right, y'all, I'm going to try to get a bunch of stuff processed. I'm trying to build up my numbers for this trip so that I have stuff that I can continue to list while we're on vacation, because I got to keep the algorithm happy. And I do believe listing consistently, running sales, sending offers, accepting offers, or at least countering them. All of this stuff makes eBay happy, and I'm going to do my part to try to keep them happy, right? All right, get to work. Bye.